Welcome back to Prison Architect, everybody. Welcome back to the city of Morningwood at night. Or at least 4 AM in the morning, anyway. So, yeah, it's been a little while since I recorded some Prison Architect. I'll be honest, like, the last Prison Architect I uploaded was recorded last week. I don't know, beginning of the week. You probably noticed, like, I played for, like, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, something like that. I was just enjoying myself, so I decided to kind of split that up into, you know, multiple episodes. But today, going to be a bit of a shorter one, because in classic me fashion, I've left things quite late. Doesn't this look nice? You know, like, it's going to look even nicer when we can kind of widescreen it, you know, and have, like, a beautiful full city view, which we're going to have to do soon, because we're seriously running out of space. Today, I figured we'd do a bit of spring cleaning, you know, just have a bit of a chat, like, talk about the potential things we're going to do with the next area over. There's one thing. No. I put this altar here, okay? This is meant to represent, like, our maitre d's welcoming desk, okay? But Sensational TKO, our all-seeing overseer of Prison Architect, he genuinely hates this. Honest to God. He absolutely hates this thing. He's constantly, hey TKO, constantly having a go at me saying I need to get rid of the altar. So here's what I'm going to do, TKO, just for you, okay? Just because you are our Prison Architect overseer, you know, you give me all the advice I need for running a ship-shape village as is Morningwood, and you know, obviously you help me out with Pog Slammer as well. So we're gonna put a shop front in here instead, okay? Now I don't know if that's going to please you or not. Maybe that'll annoy the hell out of you. Honestly, I at this point, you know, this is what you're getting, okay? So put up with it. But yeah, so I'm going to put a little wall in here. And then I'm going to put a shop front down, okay? And again, this is going to represent our maitre d's desk, okay? At some point in the future, I'd like to put, like, a guard here so that, you know, people can kind of talk to the guard as they come in, etc. But for now, we're just going to have the shop front. I hope that's better for you now, TKO. Do you feel better about that? Also, I've turned some of these benches round. I don't know if it's actually turned them round or not because this game doesn't give you any indication of direction, but he was complaining that some of these people were sitting in the wrong directions. And he was right. They are. So I tried, like, re-plonking the benches down. We'll have to wait and see if... let you see, this guy's facing the right way. This guy's facing the right way. Let's have a look. This guy's facing the right way. See, he's not. These guys aren't, you see. But this guy is, apparently, facing the right way. So I get it, all right? It's this bench right here is apparently the wrong way around. I'm going to dismantle it now. I'm probably not going to remember to put the bench down before we finish the video, but... It's kind of annoying, like, it's also a very good trick. They're managing... Hey, put those drugs away. They're managing to eat their food while having their backs turned. They're kind of arching their arms, like, over their shoulders, like, grabbing... Wow, that worker is efficient. He just literally came in here and took the bench out from under them. I am genuinely surprised. So, as you can see, this game gives you very little indication of direction, okay? Now, I think one side of the green bit is wider than the other. Okay? Maybe like a pixel. I don't know. So, I think... What do you reckon? Wide side? I think that's the wide side. Let's try the wide side next to the table and see what happens there. Okay? Because here's the thing, like, now they've all finished their food. They're turning around anyway. They're turning around, they're looking about the room. You know, they're having a nice little kind of... A jolly... I mean, these guys are just staring at the wall. But they were at least eating their food in the right direction, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. Now, what other spring cleaning do we need to do? I think all of our utilities are pretty ship-shaped. Let's look for any flashing icons anywhere. It's like a Where's Wally game. I can't see any. Oh, there's some up here. What's going on up here? Okay, we're missing... Okay, apparently this place isn't enclosed. What have I messed up here? Where's the room deployment? Let's have a look. Is it because this door... What about if we do that? Does that work? I don't know if that worked or not. I don't think that worked. Did that not work? Let's try putting the laundry right up into the door. Does that work? If we do this. How about that? No? Okay. Is it the pot plants? I mean, I'm kind of guessing it's the pot plants. The pot plants do tend to cause us some issues. Especially when we put two pot plants next to each other. But... No? I mean, I don't know. Something is wrong with this family home. If you can see it, shout out. Shout out right now. Is it because I put... Hang on, is it because I put it right up into the doorways? It probably is, isn't it? No? Okay, it's not that either. Anybody want to shout out? What do we reckon I've done wrong here? Okay, so there is a gap between the laundry in the house and the rest of the places. But not... Oh wait, it's done. Okay, it's fine now. Apparently it's fine, but the laundry room isn't fine. Okay, that's good. I hate those little moments. Like, it doesn't tell you what is wrong with the space. It just tells you, yeah, something's wrong. You should fix it. And sometimes you have to do like those stupid little hunts to try and find exactly what the problem is, you know. Okay, so we're missing water in our toilets, which is not a good thing. You may notice there's some hot water pipes here. I did plonk those down just after I finished recording last time. I know those weren't in the last video, but I just figured, you know, get some of those down when I can. They're pretty boring to watch, and oh my god, the slowdown in that utilities thing, even without the fancy rendering on, is still pretty horrendous. So let's start getting some of the lights and like the you know, the flowers and things that we expect to see in some of these front gardens down. And we've got them all over the place here. We didn't put any down here, which is interesting, but we did scatter them around the edges. I don't think we need two there, but maybe one there might be nice, and perhaps like one here, and then we can do like a strategic placement maybe here for another one. We can leave the gaps in the middle, and then maybe just like one here as well. In fact, no, let's move it over a little bit. There we go. I don't know. I'm just trying to distribute some light, you know, so that we can see what we're doing at night time. Because at the moment it's quite dark here, especially at night. It's very hard to see what's going on. Which, you know, I don't want people tripping over, like suing us for liability and all the rest of it, because people do that, you know. They'll like find a crack in the pavement that one of our workers has like carelessly left there, and they'll be like, oh, a crack in the pavement. I sure would be ashamed if I was to trip over this, and then they'll trip over it, and they'll just like sue us for millions and millions of pounds. And like, sure, our public liability insurance will probably cover it, okay, because that's like generally what that shit's designed for. At the same time, I don't want to pay that out. That's going to increase my premiums, you know. We're going to have to like pay twice as much next year. I'm going to have to get like an insurance broker on the phone. I hate talking to that guy. He's a bit of a dick, you know. And I just don't want to do that. So the alternative is we put lights everywhere. And personally, I quite like the lights. I think they're quite nice. One thing we do also need to do, maybe, is put a couple of phone boxes down. Now, I know most of these people have got phone boxes in their actual houses, okay? So they don't necessarily need them. But I just figure it's nice if, like, maybe there's a phone box outside the church, you know? Somebody's just been to a particularly spiritual, like, ceremony, and they just want to call, like, their loved ones and be like, hey, I miss you guys. And yeah, we'll put one just next to the shop as well, because that's pretty standard behaviour for shops, right? Like, you do tend to get payphones just outside shops. I don't know, maybe it's just the shops that I used to go to. Like, I'm just used to seeing payphones outside shops. Where the hell is the yard gone? My eyes are completely blind to the yard again. I know we've only got one of them, so that makes it slightly easier to... I know we've got two, haven't we? Fuck it, I'm just going to type it. Y-A-O. Oh, of course. It's not called the yard anymore, is it? It's called outside. Yes, because it is the outside area. That was my fault. Sorry. Yeah, I that's the only problem with changing some of these things. I did say at the time as well, but like you do end up looking for the wrong terms when you're kind of looking through the buildings. Now, I think it might be nice to be nice to actually like put some yard up here, stretch it out onto these workbenches as well, so they know that they're free and available to use these workbenches that are outside. But it just means that like we might end up getting them kind of going to knock on their neighbours' doors a little bit more, you know, kind of going to visit their neighbours in suburbia and be like, hey neighbour, I bought you some cupcakes. Would you like to share these cupcakes with me? And of course the neighbours can be like, yeah, sure, that sounds good, man. That sounds good. We've got to make sure that this little back garden space is outside as well. Like, it overlaps horrendously with the word family home, but I can't help that, unfortunately. This little area here, this should probably be outside. Let's like give them a little path that they can walk on as well. Maybe we'll just stretch it all the way. Just why not? And we'll make sure that they can get to their neighbours' houses here. Because again, like if they want to take like some, I don't know, some tasty bacon round maybe. Like, is that the kind of thing you take your neighbours? I've taken my neighbours' bacon. Okay, look, I'm going to have to acknowledge this. All right, there were literally 5 of these indicators on screen a second ago, and this is getting silly. I think we're going to have to do something. Do something about this situation, all right? The fact that everybody seems to be getting drugs. It might be time to just impose, like, you know, just a slight ban on some drugs, okay? What do you reckon? Intoxication, found drugs. I think it might be time to kind of reduce the number of drugs that we've got in our town, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to put people who are in we'll do nothing with that. We're going to put people who are found with drugs into lockdown for 1 hour. Okay, it's not a very long time. They're just basically being told off and told to go and sit in their room and think about what they've done. Look, this is the problem. Okay, this is the problem. Right. Okay. Drugs are now a problem in our village. We're gonna deal with this problem one way or another. First of all, we're gonna ban some drugs. Then we're gonna look at getting some policies in place so that people can get some treatment for drugs. Okay. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'm going to leave things there for now. Like, I know we didn't do a huge amount, but I just wanted to kind of look over the city, you know. And next time we come back, I'm going to have to earn some money. Okay, I'm probably going to let it tick up to about 200k because we're going to have to buy this next area over, and we want to do some cool things with that, you know. We didn't talk about any of them today. I was going to, but I didn't talk about any of them. Sorry. We'll talk about them next time. So don't forget to like and subscribe, comment on the video, or just do all of that stuff. I can't be bothered to mention it. Okay, just be you, be cool. And be awesome. That's what I say. And please don't die like the people of Morningwood. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.